that follows her. That follows her. All you. All you.
Jessie was born on a winter's night in the middle of a storm. The road was blocked, so Jessie was born in this old house. Raised on love in those sunny years when there was magic in the world. Her laughter traveled well across those hardwood floors. God knows we didn't have much, you know we had it all. She grew up fast in a breath or two. She was on her way out the door while her clothes were drying on a line outside the porch. With that worn out truck and a lot of hope, she left one Thursday morn. Like the storm she came with, never let her go. God knows we didn't have much, but we gave all that we had to give. So just keep going, find your way in this world. If you need us, we'll be there. Searching for your pot of gold. If you need us, we'll be there. You gotta treasure the moments you get. Can't flip the hourglass to start over.
Hello my lovelies, it's Jessie here. I'm at a cemetery that is very near and dear to my heart. My grandparents are buried here, my dad's mother and father. Now, I called my grandmother Miko, and somebody, would say, why do you call her Miko? Well, that's the name. I was the first grandkid, and that's the name I just came up with, and it stuck. All the grandkids started calling her that, and even her own kids did. And one of my aunts looked at Miko one day and found out that's a Native American word for grandmother. So how weird is that? That little Jessica came up, called my grandmother Miko, which is another Native American word for grandmother. That's very interesting. My grandmother that's buried out here, her parents, the ones that did the farming. Woo, damn. I was attacked. The scariest thing out here are bugs and snakes. My grandfather ran the ferry out here. And the painter, Ben Hampton, did a picture, and I was able to find one in a local thrift store in my area, and I bought it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is my grandfather's ferry. And the girls at the thrift store thought that was so cool too. But he ran that for a while. He called it the Evelyn, after my grandmother that's buried here. So I just think that's really cool. And I didn't know that until my grandmother died. And one of my uncles was talking about it at her funeral. I was like, wow, I didn't know that. So there was a church out here that my grandmother fiercely worked to preserve. It needed upkeep, it needed repairs. She helped lobby and raise money to get that done. And one of my cousins painted a beautiful picture of the church and gave it to her, and she loved it, and she kept it in her kitchen so everybody could see it. And this was after they were able to save the church. Now, unfortunately, about 10 years or so ago, a tornado came through here and blew the church away. It just breaks my heart. This is the first time, I'm getting chills. This is the first time I've been out here since then. It's horrible that I haven't, this is about an hour away from me. It's horrible that I hadn't been out here to visit my grandmother. But my last experience here spooked me out enough to where I was kind of afraid to come back. And I'll tell you about that story in a minute. But it just surprises me. There were so many more trees right here. what I remember. And I don't know if you can see it, but down here, this little red thing, they've created a pavilion, a little picnic area where the church once stood. And it looks like they got like a little pirate ship down there for the kids to play on. So I guess when they have decoration, I don't know if you have decoration where you live, but usually once a year out here in the South, people get together, they bring food from home and they eat, the kids play, and the parents come out here, clean up the cemetery and that sort of thing, put flowers on the graves. So that usually happens in May or April, depending on where you're at and what the tradition has been. So today I want to show you their graves. I think my grandfather's brother, I think, is buried out here. I know he is. My Aunt Sue, that was his wife, she passed not long ago of cancer. She spearheaded the effort to kind of get this place cleaned up after the tornado happened. It was really bad. My dad came with his chainsaw. He helped clean it up. My sister came. I don't remember why I didn't come that day. I don't know if I had work or what was going on. But Dad said that it had actually damaged some graves, and he could, a coffin was actually pulled up and seen from the ground because of the tornado here. And another very interesting thing, there are some soldiers buried out here that are unknown in this area, and even in Tennessee, there are some areas where skirmishes happened in the Civil War. It culminated and came up to a head at the Chickamauga battlefield. So these soldiers, I believe, were Union soldiers, and nobody knew who they were. And so they didn't really know what to do with their bodies, who to send them back to. So they're buried out here. And there's a Confederate flag hanging. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're civil. I'm going to have to look that up. But I think there's a sign down here. We'll see the sign. But I think I was told they were Union. I may be wrong. Maybe they're Confederate. But so that happened in a lot of places. There was these skirmishes just all over parts of North Alabama and southern Tennessee. And the Chickamauga battlefield happened in Georgia, and I plan on filming there too sometime in the future. I'm kind of waiting until Dad comes back and gets rested from his trip. I really want him to go with me. He is an encyclopedia of knowledge about the Chickamauga battlefield, any kind of battlefield. He is such a knowledge. And I would love to do drone shots there, but he says you can't do drone shots in a federal park, so I don't know. We'll see what we can do. But that was my playground growing up. Chickamauga battlefield was. Dad carried us there every other weekend, it seemed like. So we're going to check all these out, maybe do some spirit box and see what we get, guys. So come along with me. Let's go. Okay, guys, I'm going to take you on a little walk around here. The view is just spectacular. You can see the mountains. Isn't that just gorgeous? These are where these soldiers are buried. Harris Chapel Cemetery. Here lie the remains of 16 unknown Confederate soldiers, okay, they were Confederate, who were killed in battle with Union troops February 3rd through 4th, 1865, at the Ballas Ladd Farm, 2.5 miles south. Union troops were dispatched from Bridgeport to seize control of Moore Spring. After ensuing battle, 16 Confederate soldiers died of wounds inflicted by the Northern troops. Their bodies were laid to rest by citizens of Hog Jaw Valley. A Confederate memorial and stones dedicated were held for those fallen men September 5th, 1992. These include a 21-gun salute. So here they are. Let's see. Isn't that something? Every one of them says, unknown soldier, 1865. Unknown soldier, February 1865. Now this is strange. Unknown soldier, 33rd Alabama Infantry, killed in Ringo, Georgia, 1863. So I guess they knew when that guy died, but they didn't know his name. So what I've always wanted to do is see if we could do spirit box to see if they would tell us who they are, give us some sort of indication of that. Trying to see who else. Okay, look. Here's some Hembreys. I'm sure they're related to my aunt. William Hembree. Another Hembree. Gordon and Kathleen. A lot of Hembreys. Wow, they even had a big old thing. Sarah. I gotta find where my aunt's buried. Oh my gosh. Yeah, growing up, we would go, my grandmother always had a thing every year, 4th of July thing. And I was a kid, nobody ever talked to me. But my Aunt Sue always did. She'd always get on my level and she'd treat me like an adult. And I loved my Aunt Sue. She was actually my great aunt. She was married to the brother of my grandfather that's buried out here. So here we have some more Alabama infantry men. I was trying to say, ooh, there's some neat looking tombs down there. There's a Robert Hembree. Wow, look at this. Robert Hembree, 1848. And there's Confederate soldier down there. Mother and father. I know all those people had been related to my aunt. Wow, look at that. Oh my goodness, they built this thing around them. I wonder who they were. That is super cool. Somebody went to a lot of trouble. This is another cemetery, guys, that is well loved and cared for by the community. Somebody's put up crosses everywhere. I don't know if they think someone's buried there, if they just put up crosses. Born 1830 something, died 1880 something. That is super cool. Oh, here's some more Hembreys. Hembree Brewer. Oh wow, that's a beautiful one down there. Look at that bench. It's so nice. I love seeing these really old-fashioned ones. That's beautiful. Mary Jane James, wife of A.J. Hembree, died in 1878. She was a kind and affectionate wife, a fond mother, and a friend to all. Letha, daughter of A.J. Hembree, 1878 to 1878. Oh, she lived like 28 days. Beneath this stone, in soft repose, is laid a mother's dearest pride, a flower that sparce had weight to life, and light and beam, or it died. That tears me up. I mean, I can't read it real well. Oh my God, that's so heartbreaking. That makes me want to squall. Oh my goodness. God, that bench is beautiful. William Gothard. He was a kind and loving son and affectionate brother. Too precious for this world, he was taken to the other. Therefore, I am lonely now. William, son of Mr. H. Ladd, 1901 to August 1901 to January 1905. If a Lewis land. August 1899 to December 1899. There's some more writing, but I can't read it. Sometimes when I get home, I can see it better on the screen. Oh my goodness, she's got an angel. Oh my God. Look at that. I would love to have something like that with Mama, but the mowers kill them. You know, they knock them down. Oh, this is James and Edith. This is another great aunt and uncle. Those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every single day. Oh man. Here's my Uncle Don and my Aunt Sue. It's my Aunt Sue. Ida Sue. Hi, Uncle Don and Aunt Sue. Loved you both dearly. Really loved you, Aunt Sue. This is a face of compassion and love. Worked really hard to get this cemetery cleaned up after everything happened. Oh my goodness. This person's, she's, what's it say? Beloved by all, she sings in the choir now forever. Sue Ellen Umberger. Oh my goodness, somebody fell through. Oh, there's nothing. There's nothing on their grave right now, but I found them. This is my pawpaw, Albert Cleveland. This is my grandmother, Ruby Evelyn Colvin. Somebody put Daddy. And here's Pawpaw's war thing. 82nd Airborne. He was one of the first ones to jump out of a plane. If you've seen the movie Bridge Too Far, where the guys go over, and they're in Germany and they're taking over a bridge, and they go over water in boats to take the bridge. He was one of those guys. It was like a suicide mission, but he lived. And I think this is Mamika's brother. He died as a baby. James Colvin. I'm pretty sure that's her brother. There's some Coopers out here. Oh my gosh, she was a baby too. But see, these are my kinfolk too. Cleo Cooper. I'm just not sure, you know, the relation, but they're kin. There's a Colvin. Claude and Bertie. So I know they're kin. Paula Braun Cooper. Kin. Lee and Willie Cooper. We got a Watson. And a big old Santa car. J. Claude. I don't know. I don't know if that's like another. I don't know. Okay, guys. My grandfather. Well, let's start with my grandmother. January 15th, 2001. My grandfather went to a store. My grandmother being in bad health. And she was very depressed and she thought she was a burden on everybody. So while he's gone to the store, she took a gun, went in the bathroom, sat down on the bathing seat, shot herself in the heart. The bullet went through the wall to the other bedroom and hit the other side of the wall. And when he come home from the store, he's like, "What are you doing?" It took him a while to realize that she was dead. So she committed suicide. And 6 years later, my grandpa died of lung cancer. He smoked. Ever since he was a kid, when he got into the military, he lied about his age. He was a lot younger than he was. My dad's written a book called Stray Bullets Have No Eyes, where he interviewed Papa and got his story, which is a very interesting tale. He doesn't have any more copies, I don't think, but sometimes you can find copies on Amazon or something, but they sell for really high. And from what Dad told me, the 82nd Airborne uses that book, has the new people read it as part of their training. So what I'm going to do is do spirit box here. Now, in life, my grandmother never would have stood for this paranormal stuff. She wouldn't have liked it. But maybe she feels differently in death. We'll see. Then we're going to hit up these soldiers. That's going to be very interesting. But hang on, because I'm fixing to tell you my ghost story from here and why I got so creeped out that I hadn't been back. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, so here's my ghost story from here. I can't remember how long ago it was. I mean, the kids were still little. I don't remember what year it was. But like I said, it was Had a lot of trees here then, kind of creepy looking. We were in the area and thought we'd come see me come Papa's grave. Well, you know how boys are, you can't make them sit still. They were running all along the graves on this side, running and looking at the graves and running around and carrying on. And I said, boys, that is very disrespectful. You cannot be running and playing in this graveyard. It's not a playground. You got to be respectful. Well, they kept on. I couldn't get them to stop. Well, out from across here, you can see, out from this direction, above the cemetery, this nasty storm just blew up out of nowhere. And the way it came, it was so creepy. It was like the spirits were causing a storm to tell us to get the hell out, if you know what I mean. That's the way we all took it. We all got scared. I mean, Kevin says he don't remember this, but he chooses to forget things. So our van was parked, you know, right down in here. We see that big ass storm coming, and it was just the craziest way it blew up. It was dark and windy, like a mini tornado, but it wasn't like it encompassed everything. It was like it was just hitting right here. So it really creeped us out. We jumped in the van, we hauled ass out. I haven't been back. I mean, it was just so creepy. And I had such a creepy vibe here that day that I got scared, and I haven't been back. So that's my ghost story from this cemetery. Okay guys, I'm at my grandparents' grave. Please forgive the sun in the background. Not much I can do about that. But I'm gonna see if they would like to speak to me today. I've got the REM pod down here behind me. Put this down. I miss you so much, Mika and Papa. They were my home, you know, like you sometimes, you know, I think everybody has that place that even though life changes, even though you move, you have a family member, a loved one, or somebody where it's always home, it's always stable, it's always there. It's your center when things go bad. Mika she had extra bedrooms, and there was one room, first room on the left. She'd always say, that's my bedroom. So when the family sold their house and their farm, it absolutely killed me. Me and Kevin took 90% of their furniture and things and put it in storage. So when we get a house one day, we're going to have their things. And I told everybody, I said, one man said, you know, that dining room set's worth a lot of money. And I said, Kevin said, you think Jessica's going to sell her grandmother's dining set? It was an old set with a big wood table with wicker chairs. And I said, no. I said, one day we're all going to be sitting at Miko's dining table again when we get a house. And I miss these two so much. They drove me and Kevin up here one day and showed us the stone. And of course at the time it just had their dead verse on it, and Papa was saying, this is where we're going to be buried. And he drove us around and told us stories, and I wished I had a camera then and could have filmed the stories. That would have been amazing. So I'm going to see if they'd like to talk. What you do is I'll turn this on, and it'll produce some radio waves, and you can manipulate them for your voice to come through. And I got this really good speaker that can hear you. You talk through this, and it'll come out the speaker. Are you here, Miko? Ooh. Are you here, Papa? Albert and Evelyn Haggard, my grandparents, can you hear me? Can you touch that antenna? Make it go off? It'll make noises, so I know you're here. now, but when I play it back, I'll be able to hear you. Nico, are you better on the other side? Are your wounds healed? Your mental and emotional wounds? Nico, if this is really you, you had a nickname for all the grandkids. Can you say the nickname so I know it's you? I think I heard you say it. When we walked through the front door, what would you say? You'd open your arms wide, what you'd say? Nico? What would you used to say when we come in the front door? How are you and Nico together again? Are you with your brother over there, Nico? Your little brother you loved so much that passed away at such a young age of illness. Age of illness. Aunt Sue, are you here? I love each and every one of you, and I miss all of you so much.
Follow church. Follow church.
There's a dragonfly right over there on the tombstone right in front of me. There's a dragonfly. There's a dragonfly. It's just sitting there. Am I catching it? That's wild. Are you happy on the other side?
One more. One more.
More important? Well, thank you for talking to me. I'm going to talk to these soldiers. I'll help these soldiers to see if they'll tell me their names. I carry you in my heart all the time, everywhere I go.
Wheels up. Wheels up.
For now. So guys, every time we go to Mika's house, she had like a little foyer area, and we'd open the front door and she'd squat and she'd do like this. She goes, "There's my monkeys." I'm pretty sure I heard her say it, and that dragonfly is still sitting on that tomb, just chilling, hanging on that tomb like that. That's crazy amazing. Okay, so I didn't see the REM pod go off. I didn't see anything else like EMF go off. So we're gonna head on up right now to the soldiers' graves. Alright guys, I'm here at the soldiers' graves. I'm going to see if they want to speak. The humidity making my hair do tricks. I should have brought a ponytail. It's sticky and it's tangled and oh gosh, I don't know. But we're going to sit down. I don't want to sit too close to the REM pod. I want y'all to be able to see it. Okay. So, dear soldiers, I'm here today to see if you can tell us who you are. You're buried as unknown. I want to give you your name if you'd like to speak it or tell us anything you need to tell us. What you can do is you can talk through this. I'll put radio waves in there. You can use them to make your voice come through, and we'll know what you say. I mean, only love and light, no disrespect. I've been wanting to visit you guys for a long time. You've been on my mind for years, ever since I heard about you. So here we go. Gonna let this car pass. Whew. They're blowing the horn. People do that sometimes to say hi. Nobody knows me out here. Maybe they thought it was somebody else. Okay, here we go. Hello, soldiers. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service to our country. You can talk through this device for me to hear you. You can touch that antenna right here and make it go off. For me to let you, for me to know you're here. I'm here to find out what your name is, what your names are. Can you get in the line and speak through this box?
So.
Through this box?
So.
I don't think so. Can you? Well, can you just come up to the box and tell me your names, whoever wants to? I may not be able to understand you right now, but I'll listen to this back on the. Where did you live in life? What town?
Graves.
Valley here. And I live up on Sand Mountain in Alabama. I'm originally from Chattanooga. Is there anything you want to say to any of your descendants, if you have any? I'm going to have to take a picture of this because maybe an optical illusion, but I kind of see a face on this grave. Did you imprint your face on the back of your grave on your stone? Are you happy where you are? Can you touch my meter, get close to it, make it go off? Can you tell me what your last name was? I'm fixing to cut the communication off. But I want to give you a final chance to speak what you want to say. You didn't get to say, do what you wanted to do. Do what you wanted to do in your lifetime. This is your chance to let your voice be heard. Feel free to say what you want. Feel free to speak as loud as you want. It'll be better for me to hear you. Thank you for speaking. I hope that maybe when I listen to this back, I can get some answers to help honor your memory. God bless you, and I pray you are well where you are. Sending love and light and positivity your way, always. I never got to meet any one of you. You died long before I was born. But I think of you a lot. Is it back to my heart? breaks my heart to see someone buried that's unknown. But I'm glad these people have given you a good memorial.
Start listening.
Have given you a good memorial.
Start listening.
Goodbye for now. Can you tell me goodbye?
Come on, babe. Come on, babe.
Bye. Yeah, guys, it's so weird because back of some of these just sitting here, I see faces. I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes. Okay. I'm going to put this up and show y'all what I'm talking about. Okay, guys, tell me what you think. Am I seeing things? Does that not look like a face? I see eyes, a brow, a nose, a mouth. Right there in the middle where it's really dark. I can almost see one on this one. It's like a mouth and a nose right there. I wonder if any of the rest of them are like that. Take a look here. No. Oh my God. That almost looks like it says hell or help or something. It's weird looking. See if I see anything else. Okay guys, I'm going to end this trip to the cemetery. The beauty of it is just unimaginable. You got the beautiful rolling hills, the beautiful mountains that you just can't take all in, which in the fall is just tremendous. And the sun coming down, putting the glow. It just feels so vast. It's so peaceful. It's beautiful. And I hope we caught some good things. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to my channel, hitting a like and leaving me a comment. That helps so much. And please watch my video all the way to the end. Don't skip through, because doing all of that is a free way to help my channel, and it shows YouTube that people are interested in my videos. They will put my videos more in people's recommended sections as they look on YouTube. So share, share, share. And peace, love, and light to all of you. I love you so much. And I just can't explain how wonderful. Let me show you some scenes. I don't know if you can see. It's just beautiful out here. See the, I don't know, in my car in the background. It's just so gorgeous out here. I can't explain. But if you heard something I didn't, or you saw something I didn't see, or you might have heard a voice or whatever, please let me know in the comments and timestamp it so I'll know to look for it. You're welcome to join my Jessie's Fam page. I have the link below. It's a closed group on Facebook. You can take screenshots and post them there. They do have to get approved by me, Thomas Sabo, or Terry Craig, or the moderators. So one of us would have to approve it before it got posted, but we'd be glad to see those screenshots if you have them. That would be great. So share the love. When you visit cemeteries, be respectful, be kind. This isn't a game. A lot of people try to come to cemeteries and pretend it's a game. Ooh, we're going to see spirits, we're going to do this and that. These are people. They're real people. I do believe most of them have passed over. They come back to visit, you know, if you ask them to. But some are definitely lost souls. So you imagine the pain and suffering you're going through if you're a lost soul, and then somebody comes along and tries to aggravate the crap out of you. Be respectful. Be kind. Do not litter. Do not pee on the graves. You know what I'm saying? be respectful. If you got to tinkle, bring your toilet paper, go in the woods, not in the graveyard. So let's head home, guys, and go on the next adventure. I love each and every one of you so much. You're my lovelies. You're my bestest friends. And I appreciate you so much for being here. Until next time. Here comes the photos. Bye-bye.
I've been searching in the dark, trusting every clue I found, but the truth has not been told, 'cause every corner of these woods is hollow. I can't see in the dark. Sometimes light is breaking through